My apple for my snack. What a lovely day. Great day to come outside and read a book. Oh, why, hello! Hello! How are you today? It's nice to see you. I'm Mother Nature. Mother Nature of the 70s. I've just come out here on this beautiful day, the 1st of May, May Day, to enjoy the beautiful day and to read a book. And I'm so glad that you can join me. Here, let me bring you in a little closer so that we can see better. There we are. Lovely. Oh, well, the book I'm reading today is one of my favorites. This story is called Epossumondas, and it is adapted from a very, very old story that comes from the early 1900s called Epossumondas. And that is a story that I used to listen to as a little girl. My grandmother used to tell me this folk tale, and I loved it, and I thought it was very funny. And it has now been made into a book written by Coleen Sally and illustrated by Janet Stevens. And I think it's wonderful, and I hope you like it too. So let's begin. I'll bring you in just a little closer. Here we are. Okay. Here we go. Epossumondas. Epossumondas was his mama's and his auntie's sweet little patootie. They just loved him to death. Epossumondas used to go see his auntie most every day, and she nearly always gave him something to take home with him. One day, she gave him a piece of rich gold cake. Epossumondas took it in his hand, scrunched his hand up tight, and went along home. On his way home, he passed Alligator, and Alligator asked, "What you got, Epossumondas?" "Cake," he replied. Don't look much like cake to me," said Alligator. When Epossumondas got home, his mama looked at that fistful of crumbs, and she said, "Epossumondas, what do you have in your hand?" "Cake, Mama. Auntie gave it to me." "Oh, Epossumondas, you don't have the sense you were born with. That's no way to carry cake. The way to carry cake is to put the cake on your head, put a hat on your head, and come along home. Do you hear me, Epossumondas?" "Yes, Mama." By and by, on another day, when Epossumondas was visiting his auntie, this time she gave him a pound of freshly churned butter to take home with him. Epossumondas put it on his head, put a hat on his head, and went along home. On his way home, he passed Raccoon, and Raccoon asked, What you got, Epossumondas?
Butter, he replied.
Don't look much like butter to me, said Raccoon. When Epossumondas got home, his mamma looked at him. She said, Epossumondas, what do you have in that hat?
Butter, Mama. Auntie gave it to me.
Oh, Epossumondas, you don't have the sense you were born with. That's no way to carry butter. The way to carry butter is to wrap it up in some leaves and carry it down to the brook. And you cool it in the water. And you cool it in the water. And you cool it in the water. And then you take it up carefully in your hands and you come along home. Do you hear me, Epossumondas?
Yes, Mama.
By and by another day, when Epossumondas was visiting his auntie, this time she gave him a sweet little puppy dog to take home with him. So Epossumondas wrapped it up in some leaves and carried it down to the brook. And he cooled it in the water, and he cooled it in the water, and he cooled it in the water. And then he took it up carefully in his hands and went along home. On his way home, he passed Nutria, or Nutria. Nutria asked,
What you got, Epossumondas? A puppy, he replied.
Don't
look much like a puppy to me,
said Nutria. Oh, when Epossumondas got home, his mamma looked at that poor little bedraggled puppy, and she said, Epossumondas, what do you have in your hands?
A puppy, Mama. Auntie gave it to me.
Oh, Epossumondas, Epossumondas, you don't have the sense you were born with. That's no way to carry a puppy. The way to carry a puppy is to put the puppy on the ground, tie a piece of string around the puppy's neck, and take the piece of string and come along home. Do you hear me, Epossumonda?
Yes, Mama.
Well, by and by, on another day, when Epossumondas was visiting his auntie, this time she gave him a freshly baked loaf of bread to take with him. Epossumondas put the bread on the ground, tied a piece of string around it, took the other end of the string, and went along home. On his way home, he passed Armadillo, and Armadillo asked, What you got, Epossumondas?
Bread,
he replied. Don't look much like bread to me, said Armadillo. When Epossumondas got home, his mamma looked at the thing on the end of the string, and she said, Epossumondas, what do you have on the end of that string?
Bread, Mama. Auntie gave it to me.
Oh, Epossumondas, Epossumondas, you don't have the sense you were born with. You never did have the sense you were born with. You never will have the sense you were born with. Now, I'm not going to tell you any more ways of bringing Truck home, and I don't want you going to see your auntie either. I'll go see her myself. And Epossumondas' mama got her basket, but before she left, she said, Epossumondas, do you see those 6 pies cooling on the porch?
Yes, Mama.
Well, Epossumondas, you be careful about stepping on those pies. Then Mama went off to see Auntie. And then Epossumondas was careful about stepping on those pies. He stepped right in the middle of every one. And that is the story of Epossumondas. I think it's pretty funny, don't you? It was nice reading with you today, and I hope we can do this again really soon. Goodbye.